What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome to the first ever Blu-ray haul video for this channel. This is something I'm going to try to do every single month on my channel from now on, and basically a Blu-ray haul video is to show you guys every single Blu-ray that I have bought over the course of the last month from July 1st all the way until today. Now, I'm not going to be counting the horror pack movies that I got in the mail a couple of days ago because obviously those came from a different, those were from a different medium altogether. So with that being said, you guys, this is every single Blu-ray that I bought this month. I'm trying to move the stack because it's a big one. Yep, these are all movies that I bought this month. It's crazy. So yeah, so you guys, we're going to basically go in alphabetical order from numbers all the way till the very end, so like from like A to Z or whatever, but some of these don't end in Z. So let's get started. Movies that I bought this month, and I bought a lot of them. Comment below which movie is your favorite, or any movies on here that I list that you guys want me to check out or review. Starting with 9, this is a movie that I recently watched again for the first time in years. I had this movie since childhood. I used to own the DVD copy of it, but then when I had to get rid of my very early on collection, I had like 30 movies total in my collection from years ago, and this was one of them. This was actually the last movie I bought from that time, so this is actually a pretty dang good little animated film about a bunch of ragdolls who are basically the soul of this scientist, and they have to try to stop this evil robot from taking over. So pretty good movie, I have to say. It's pretty good. Definitely check this one out. Prometheus, the final Alien movie I need to own, because I now have every single movie in the Alien franchise now. I have the Alien Anthology, which is the first 4 films and the subsequent cuts. I have the 2 Alien vs. Predator movies, and now I have this. I do not have Alien Covenant because I'm not a big fan of that movie, and I have yet to watch Alien Resurrection, so maybe I'll do an Alien review series in the future if you guys want me to do that, so definitely check out Prometheus. This is actually the first Alien film I ever watched. When I was growing up, I saw this in theaters with my mom. We were both very traumatized by this in the good sense. And like I said, this movie doesn't even have a xenomorph in it, but I absolutely love this movie, so definitely check Prometheus out. Okay, we got a weird one here. Antichrist. This movie's crazy. It's Willem Dafoe and what's the other actress's name? What's the name? Oh yeah, Charlotte Gainsbourg. Yeah, they're basically a couple. They were having adult alone time, and their son accidentally falls out the window, and they go to a cabin to try to grieve about it, and bad things go down. So, yeah. I would probably say avoid this movie if you're easily disturbed. But definitely not a movie for everybody. So know who you are going in. This is actually a Criterion Blu-ray that I bought, number 542, right here. So it's not focusing. Oh, whatever. But here's the thing: if you know who you are, check this out. If you're easily disturbed, do not watch this. Battleship. This is a very funny movie that I saw in theaters again when I was a kid. I saw this in middle school. I thought it was very funny. My mom and I laugh at this all the time. Basically, it's about people who are working on the battleships in America, as well as there's Chinese ones as well, and they're trying to battle aliens. It's very funny. There's some really good comedy in here. Some people say this movie was bad, but I think it's pretty dang enjoyable. So I would say check this one out. Okay, Collateral. This is a movie that when I first saw it, I did not understand the hype for it. A lot of people were saying, oh my god, greatest Tom Cruise movie, a great movie, very thrilling. When I saw it, I was like, I don't think it's that great. Because this movie was thrilling at points, but I'm like, I don't know, I kind of felt like there was something missing from it. So I rebought this again to check it out to see if I actually like it again. So maybe a second time I watch it, I'll end up liking it again. So let me know what you guys think of this movie. And plus, I love Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. They're both really good. Live Free or Die Hard. I now have all 4 Die Hard movies. I actually own the first 3 already. They're in my collection already. But this one I bought this month to complete that trilogy, to complete this franchise. I do not have Die Hard 5 because that movie sucks. It's horrible. Bad movie. This movie is pretty dang good. It's one of the few that I like. Here's the thing, I love 1 and 3, and I really enjoy 2 and 4. Very good movies. So Live Free or Die Hard was, where he's going up against like computer, like cyber terrorism, and it's pretty cool. This is not the unrated version, but I honestly don't care which cut I watch because the PG-13 cut keeps the John McClane humor. Like there's a scene in the movie where he shoots a fire extinguisher out the window and he says, "That's gonna wake the neighbors." And then in the unrated cut, that scene's taken out, so you get more action in the unrated cut, but you get more John McClane humor in the theatrical cut. So in reality, don't care which cut I have. They're both great. Definitely check this out. Do not check out 5. That movie sucks. Okay, the most badass movie this year. Everything Everywhere All at Once. This movie is crazy. It's great. It's original, and it is a mind trip. Like, you will probably not understand everything going on in this movie because it does take some turns where you're like, whoa, that was way too fast. Where is this going? But seriously, I've seen this movie twice now, and I've loved it both times. And Jamie Lee Curtis gives a performance. Jamie Lee Curtis right there. She gives a performance in this movie that I did not expect. I saw memes of her as this character before watching the movie, and I thought it was just like a funny meme some people were putting around. Like, I didn't think this was actually her character in the movie, and my god was I freaking surprised. Love this movie. Definitely check this out. You may not understand it the first time, but watch it twice. Watch it a couple of times to get it. Field of Dreams. This is a movie with Kevin Costner. I love Kevin Costner. I love Dances with Wolves, and I think I enjoy Wyatt Earp. Which, yeah, great movie. But Field of Dreams, yeah, this is a really good baseball movie about a guy who hears a voice and decides to build a baseball field on his land. And while suffering from financial ruin, he tries to bring back the spirits of the baseball players. And let's just say that it's a very sweet movie. It's a very feel-good one. Very good feel-good movie. So check this out if you haven't seen it. Okay, an anime film, Grave of the Fireflies. This was a sad movie. Very sad war movie about 2 siblings. A brother and his little sister are pretty much stuck in the middle of a war. And they have the resources, but they don't have the family. So it's very sad. And trust me, the ending was pretty sad. So know who you are when to check that out. Okay, the most recent Blu-ray that I got this month, Host. I know this is a movie that a lot of people were talking about. It's a movie that was shot over Zoom during the pandemic when people were stuck inside, and let's just say it's about people who do a seance over this Zoom call, and they try to deal with the fact that there might be a sinister spirit haunting them. So yeah, this movie is really crazy. So definitely check this one out. Actually, you know what? I actually can't say that yet because this is actually one of the few films I bought this year that I have not watched yet. So I actually have not seen this yet. So let me know what you guys think. Inception. I love Christopher Nolan. Great director. Great movies. I really enjoy this film. Definitely check this one out. Leonardo DiCaprio basically can enter people's dream worlds, and now he has to try to plant an idea in someone else's head. So definitely one of Christopher Nolan's best films. Easily top 3. Jackie Brown, Quentin Tarantino. I almost said Christopher Nolan again. What the hell? Quentin Tarantino. This is his 3rd film ever. And so far, out of the 4 or 5 Quentin Tarantino movies I've seen so far, this is easily the worst one because it is so dang slow and boring for me. It doesn't feel like a Quentin Tarantino film. Some people like it. It's not for me. So this may be a film that I may not keep. So we'll see. Jaws 2. I now have completed the Jaws trilogy. As you can see over here, I have Jaws 1 and 3 right there. I do not have Jaws Revenge because that movie sucks and doesn't exist. But Jaws 2 finally completed this trilogy. The first one of the greatest movies ever made. Second one, very fun sequel. I think this one's actually pretty dang good. Nowhere near as good as the first one, but still really good. Jaws 3, guilty pleasure. So check this one out. Last Night in Soho. Definitely another movie that I bought this month that I have not seen yet. I have yet to watch this, and I'm actually really looking forward to it because I like with Edgar Wright. I like Edgar Wright as a director. I loved Baby Driver. I tried watching the Cornetto trilogy, couldn't quite get into it, but still, Baby Driver was enough to get me into this. So let me know what you guys think of this one. Okay, this film and the one coming after this one might be the best purchases that I made this year or this month so far. So we got Mass. This is a movie that I saw last. I saw this during this month, and this movie came out last year. If you guys watch Chris Stuckman, this was his favorite movie of last year. If I saw this movie last year, it would have been my second favorite behind Demon Slayer, because this movie is incredible. It's basically about four parents who meet up in a church and basically discuss a horrible tragedy that has befallen them, and they try to discuss, how this tragedy has impacted them over the years and how they've learned to deal with it, and very small details that they did not go over within the previous years since this tragedy. And all I can say is that everybody here was amazing. This movie is incredible. I highly recommend you check it out, especially if you're a drama fan. It is 4 people in a room talking, but it is definitely worth your time. This is easily in my top 10 movies of all time now. This movie is that good, and I love it. Check it out. I found that on Amazon for $15 or something. Okay, the next purchase that I made this month that I absolutely love, the Ong Bak trilogy with Tony Jaa. This trilogy is incredible. It's the first one, The Thai Warrior, is about a guy who is in a small village in Thailand, and they worship this Ong Bak statue, and he's taught Muay Thai, the martial arts fighting style of Thailand. He's taught it, and he's told never to use it. And somebody steals the head of the statue that they worship, and now they tell him, okay, you got to use it now. You got to go get it back for us. And so he decides to use it, and it is a great action movie, great martial arts film. The second one has no connection to the first one. It just takes place in the 15th century about a guy whose parents were killed when he was a kid, and he tries to get revenge on them. And easily, the second one, Ong Bak 2, this one right here, is easily my favorite of the entire trilogy. Love it. And Ong Bak 3 takes place right where the second one left off, where he's tortured by the people who captured him at the very end, and he has to learn, and then he's later saved, and then he has to learn meditation, and there's still plenty of action, and it's a great ending of the trilogy. So if anything, this trilogy is freaking incredible. If you love martial arts movies, you need to see this. Don't miss out. Don't miss out, people. And yes, I will always say Ong Bak 2 is the best one. Okay, another movie that I bought this month that I have yet to watch, Princess Mononoke. This is a anime film about someone who has a curse with them, and then she tries to head somewhere to find a cure, and I know this anime is very bloody and very adult, so I have yet to watch it, and I like when anime goes adult style, because it shows you that not all anime is not always for kids. And people will say, you're watching cartoons? I'm like, no, I'm watching anime. Anime can be for adults too, so definitely check this out. Or let me know what you guys think, because I have yet to watch that. Okay, this one. Okay, I bought First Blood Part 2, and Rambo 4. I have yet to get Rambo 3. I do have 5. I did buy that, but I'm not going to keep it because I'm not a big fan of it. But I absolutely love these films. I will have 3 probably next month, so we'll see about that. First Blood, this movie I saw last month, I believe. I saw it in June. This movie was incredible. One of Sylvester Stallone's best movies ever made. And people debate whether or not this movie, whether the ending makes the movie or breaks it. For me, the ending made the movie entirely. The ending was perfect. I love the emotional breakdown that he goes through at the very end, and I'm glad it didn't end in an explosion. And some people say there was another cut of this where he dies at the end, and I would not have liked that ending. I would have been like, dang it. But still, great movie. And yeah, so basically he's a drifter after the war, after the Vietnam War. He's looking for his friend to hang out with. He realizes his friend died years ago, and he is told by the police of this small town that he cannot be there because they don't want him to ruin their peacefulness, and then he decides he wants to stay, and then he basically suffers from horrible cops, and then it's basically him against the cops in the woods, and this movie is badass. Part two takes place during the war when he is in. It takes place during the Vietnam War where he's forced to go back and rescue some POWs. So, great follow up, but nowhere near as good as the first one. But still, really good follow up. On Back 3 takes place in Afghanistan. I really enjoyed that one as well. That one's about on the same level as the second one. And Rambo 4 here, this movie is freaking awesome. He's in Thailand. He has to help some. He has to hire some mercenaries to go after some people who were aiding some casualties or some citizens of the Burmese war going on, and this movie is great. And the reason why I don't want to own the fifth one anymore is because this movie has the perfect ending for the character. The way this movie ends is very satisfying and very happy. So, great ending to this franchise. And the only thing I will say is that this movie is cracked. You can kind of see it up on top right there. Right there. You can just barely see it, yeah. But all in all, great movies. I've yet to get the third one, so I'll have that completed pretty soon. Reservoir Dogs, another Quentin Tarantino movie that I just watched recently. I didn't finish this yet, but from what I did see, I did like it. This movie is in competition with being my favorite Tarantino film with The Hateful Eight, which, oh yeah, I forgot. Forgot to show that to you guys. Yeah, Hateful Eight, I also bought this month. Great movie. This is my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie so far. Yeah, don't judge me for it. Everybody says Pulp Fiction. I tried watching Pulp Fiction years ago. Did not like it. So, yet to go back. I have yet to revisit that, and we'll see if my mind has changed. But right now, this is my favorite. Yep. Cannot wait. And yeah, Reservoir Dogs is in competition. The only thing that sets it back for me is because there's the opening scene. They're talking about dicks and sex, and it just really gets annoying. But other than that, this is a really good movie that takes place in one room. Really like it. Signs, a movie with M. Night Shyamalan, by M. Night Shyamalan, that I absolutely love. This is my second favorite M. Night Shyamalan film behind Unbreakable. Love this movie. Basically, it's about a family. They might have discovered aliens. And there's like crisis of faith as the theme here, where Mel Gibson's character used to be a priest, and then after his wife had died in an accident years ago, which is one of the main plot points of the film. I didn't spoil anything, but he basically lost his faith in God, and now this whole incident is basically him trying to gain his faith back, and I think it's a damn good movie. I saw pieces of this as a kid, and some parts of it scared me because of how scary the aliens were, and the music was incredible. Like, this movie is definitely worth your time. Straw Dogs, another movie I bought on Criterion that I've yet to watch. I know it stars Dustin Hoffman, who moves to a village where his wife grew up, and then they're dealing with the people who are rebuilding their house, and they intimidate him, and they're attracted to his wife, and stuff goes down. That's all I know, but I have yet to see this one, and I heard there's some adult stuff in here, but I can handle it. We'll see how far it goes with it. But yeah, for Criterion, I gotta say, it's really good cover art right there. I like the drawing, the drawed out aspect of it. Looks like it's drawn. Very cool. Tremors. I love the Tremors movies. Only the first three films. I love 1, 2, and 3. I have yet to get the second and third ones. I thought the fourth one was okay. It was a good... I understand the prequel and the need for it. I understand. But I thought 5 was bad, and I have yet to see 6 and 7. So, all I can say is that if they are continuing to take the Tremors in different directions, it's not a good idea, because first they went to underground worms, the second one goes to them having legs and walking on land, which was fine, and the third one they're flying, and I'm like, okay, you can't go any further than that. And sure enough, they did. They went to one that goes underground and flies, and it's like, really? But still, definitely a really funny horror film, really good monster flick that I would highly recommend you watch. Yeah, Fred Ward and Kevin Bacon, so what more could you ask for? Until the End of the World. This is another Criterion Blu-ray. This is the last one that I bought. This is the longest movie I own right now, and I have yet to finish it. This movie is almost 5 hours long. Literally, that's not a joke. It literally says 287 minutes. I don't know if you guys can see it. 287 minutes. Yeah, this movie is dang long. It's nearly 5 hours long. It's... To put it simple, it's about a guy who invents a device that can help blind people see, and there's a couple that's going after him where one of them is blind, and they have to try to figure out how they can see for the first time before a nuclear satellite falls to Earth or something like that. But the cover really caught my eye as well as the plot. So I wanted to check it out, and I heard reception was great. And I got like an hour and 40 minutes into it, and I've yet to go back. So we'll see how that goes. We have a heartbreaker here. Versus. I should have loved this. This should have been one of my favorite movies of this month. But sadly, it's not. Basically, this is like a zombie samurai action film where some people are about to be killed around one of the few 600 openings of hell. And let's just say this movie went from good action film from the early 2000s to very unnecessary comedy to rip off of The Matrix. Like, there's literally shots in this movie where they rip off The Matrix. Like, the guy's wearing a long black trench coat like Neo did in the movie Matrix, and there's even a scene where he puts on the sunglasses, and I'm like, you just ripped off The Matrix. And so, yeah, this movie came out the year afterwards, so it's clear they were ripping it off. So, and yeah, the movie was too comedy for me, and it just didn't work. So this is a movie I definitely will not be keeping. So, but if you guys are interested, maybe check it out. You might be surprised. So, fortunately. And finally, the final two movies that I bought this month are VHS and VHS 2. Yep, I got into a bit of a VHS kick for a little bit. I really enjoy both these movies. I really enjoy the first one, although there is one scene in the movie where, like, there's one segment in the movie that is so damn slow and boring that I cannot watch it. I've only been able to watch it all the way through twice, and that's it. But seriously, a really good first film. Who knew that a movie about VHS tapes could be scary? So, great. So, really good start. VHS 2 is even better. This one only has 4 shorts in it, whereas the first one had 5. This one only has 4, and not one second of this movie is boring. It's all great. One of my favorite segments is the second one called A Ride in the Park, which is basically about zombies. I think it's great. I have seen VHS Viral, the third one. I think it sucks. I will not own it. And I have yet to see VHS 94, and I heard later this year they're going to make VHS 99, which I will be watching, and I'm also going to be doing a VHS review series later on. So look forward to that. Look forward to my reviews of these movies. So looking forward to that. And that's it, you guys. That is all of my Blu-rays that I bought for this month in July. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video with me. Let me know what movies you would like me to review in the upcoming years. If you guys want me to do a Quentin Tarantino review series in the future, let me know. If you guys want me to start the VHS one, let me know. If you guys want me to review Collateral, also let me know on that one. Oh, and also, one more thing I want you guys to keep in mind, for those of you who have been following my channel since the beginning, you know this is a series that I started reviewing years ago that I never quite finished yet because I've been slacking off. Drumroll, please. I am going to be finishing up this. Yep, I have yet to finish 24. I am going to go back to it pretty soon and finish reviewing it. I've seen every single season of the show, but I have yet to finish this. I will review these 2 seasons as well as Legacy, and then you guys will see my ranking for all these seasons. So look forward to this in the near future. So guys, I have not completely forgotten about this. I will get back to it. I think I might review season 8 within like a couple of days maybe, because August 4th is my birthday. Maybe I'll do the ranking by then. And I'm thinking about getting a 24 tattoo on my arm, which you guys will see later on as well. So look forward to this, you guys. Look forward to this. This is definitely worth your time. So guys, thank you very much. There we go. It's back. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. Look forward to more content very soon. See you guys next time.